Hi, I'm Glenn Simpson, and I've collected comics for over 40 years, and I'm showing off my collection one box at a time. Today we're looking at box number 53. It's all Detective Comics. We're going to finish up volume 1 of Detective Comics and make our way into the new 52 and Rebirth. Not quite finishing, but moving right along. So it's Batmania here on the channel. So I hope you like it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Let me know if there's anything inside of a pack that you'd like to see, and we'll make a special video for that. But meanwhile, let's get going with box 53. All right, picking up where we left off. We're at Detective Comics 809. We're still in the War Games. Looks like this is where Stephanie Brown, quote unquote, dies. I don't think she really dies here because she's around later. 816, Batman going up against Zaz's. I don't know how you say it. It's Detective 816. Get into these Simone Bianchi, whatever, covers. With Detective Comics 817, we've jumped to the 1 year later where all the DC titles just assumed that a year had been skipped, so everybody could just jump straight into some new storylines. James Robinson writing, that's 817. 824, Paul Dini from the Batman Adventures cartoon comes in to do some stories. There, going up against the Penguin. 825. Hey, Dr. Phosphorus from Creature Commandos. Another Dr. Phosphorus appearance right here in 825. Batman's mask has nostrils. See if you never noticed that before. 832. More nostrils, Batman, and can't tell what the story is. Anyway, but nostrils. Got an appearance by Zatanna, which of course I think there was Zatanna appeared in the cartoon, so Paul Dini including her is kind of meaningful. Right there, 833, 836. Got the Scarecrow right there that Batman's going up against. Got Harley Quinn in 837. Obviously, Paul Dini writing that's kind of neat because she came from the cartoon. Then 840, we dropped that cover artist. But we're continuing with the Paul Dini stories. I believe some Ra's al Ghul going on here. 841. More Paul Dini. Doing some Mad Hatter right there. 844. Batman and Zatanna together again on this one. And 845. Somebody's back. I don't remember who's back. Maybe Catwoman. I don't know. But 845 right there. 849. We're getting into the RIP, where Batman dies or is thought to be dead. Hush appearing there. Have a stylized cover. 850. Continuing the RIP story versus Hush. Catwoman involved. There. And then that culminates with a story that's by Neil Gaiman, Andy Kubert, Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader, kind of a throwback to the Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow from the last issues, or the pre-crisis issues of Superman. Just kind of reflecting on a storyline that with Batman gone, how's everybody reacting to that? And I believe that also ran in Batman and Detective that month. So that's 853. And the focus shifts while Dick Grayson is taking over as Batman or whatever. In the regular book, Batwoman is taking over Detective Comics. So she's getting her own ongoing kind of series here with The Question, having backup stories. It's issue 854. Then 860, we kind of flash back to 4 years ago to get some backstory on Batwoman. We have Batwoman flashing back to observing a fight that Batman was in, and talking to him and figuring out, getting inspired, I guess, to become Batwoman in this issue 861. 866, the Batwoman stuff is over, and the Dick Grayson, as I always say, you can tell it's Dick Grayson because he's got a bat as a buckle, kind of taking over the book again. Here. 867, it's kind of a beauty cover, kind of hard to remember what's going on there. 867, there's 870, Joker, fake Batman, some things like that. This must be Bruce, got a regular buckle. 870. Then we have a big boy book, 871, Black Mirror. This is the first Scott Snyder on Batman, so I think that's why it's a big boy book. Beginning the Black Mirror storyline there, 871. 872, continuing the Black Mirror, I believe. There, Batman's got his gas mask. Kind of hard to see, huh? Anyway, 872, and that runs through 879 with Scott Snyder, Francisco Francavilla. Of the storyline involving James Gordon Jr., who's a psychopath, as it were. Got another expensive book from the top loader box. This is the story isn't so much important as just this is a very popular cover with the Joker's face being created from bats floating around, so lots of people like that cover. And the original Volume 1 series ends with 881, right there. Batman punching somebody who wears these glasses in the face. There. Because the series was around during the 1 million DC 1 million crossover, it got a 1 million issue. This is the Batman of the 1 million time frame. He lives on the planet Pluto, where he is the keeper of a prison on the, what is it now? It's not a planet anymore. Whatever Pluto is now, the asteroid Pluto. Detective Comics did not get annuals until, the 80s or whatever. So actually, Detective Comics Annual 1, right here, it's Fables. It's a 3-part story with Green Arrow and The Question. So we'll see the other parts to this connected cover over time. That's issue 1 of Fables. Got Talia in there. We can jump around to issue 4. Part of Armageddon 2001, a vision of the future of Batman, and will he be still be a good guy in the future, as it were. Detective Annual 5, part of the Eclipso, the Darkness Within, that was running through all the annuals. Various heroes getting eclipsed and turning into bad versions of themselves, although neither of them seem to be eclipsed. So there you go. Issue 8 from the year 1 run of annuals, where every book had a early story of the character. So this is some sort of early probably encounter with the Riddler. This one, the 1996 annual 9, Legends of the Dead Earth, kind of a distant future. Earth is all but forgotten, but some people arise who resemble the heroes of old Earth. And issue 12, with the introduction of Nightrunner, a French version of Batman who would kind of become part of the Batman Inc. series later. Also with question. And we go to the New 52. And the New 52, of course, every series had a 0 issue from about a year in, 1 or 2 years in. So this is the 0 issue of Detective Comics. We get to the first issue of the New 52 Detective Comics. Right there, Tony Daniel writing. And that's issue 1. We kind of got a little pack here going through issue 8. Right there. We have the Night of the Owls crossover, which Detective Comics takes part in, with all these talons and things. Issue 12, Batman going up against some sort of nuclear dude. There. Issue 13, kind of we've got John Layman coming on, and the reintroduction of the Penguin in issue 13 of Detective Comics. Issue 16, we're into the death of the family storyline. Secrets getting out, breaking up the family, that kind of thing. 17, we have the Merrymaker, who is some kind of new, I can't remember if he was a hero or a villain, but the question is, was he not just the Joker? Was he the Joker? Was he not the Joker? What was the identity of the Merrymaker? It's issue 17, issue 24. Is this the one where they have the Return of the Wrath? Something like that. Yeah, Unbridled Wrath. So from the old DC special, Batman special, that character who was the opposite to the Batman, kid whose parents were killed by police, the Return of the Wrath. Here, somewhere in there, we reached that point where we had the month where all the books stopped and had these 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 issues with the holographic covers, and we've got 23.1 with the origin of the new Poison Ivy, and 23.4 with the origin of the new scary, not good guy, Man-Bat. There. And we got issue 25, part of the 0 year, retelling Batman's first year, or the year before Batman's first year. What was Jim Gordon doing right before Batman became Batman? 28. Heroes are all kind of stuck in this fantasy land where Gotham is a utopia, but I guess there's still things for Batman and Catbird to do in Gotham. 29, continuing that Gothtopia storyline. Lots of Sandman related, not Sandman, Scarecrow related folks. Jump to 36. So this is the all the books had a Lego variant this month, so I happened to get the Lego variant of Detective Comics 36. 37. Every book had a Darwin Cook variant, so I got that. A lot of his were sideways shots like that. 39 variant with Harley Quinn celebrating her new book or whatever that was happening at the time. 40. Don't know why this is a higher price book, but it's, I think maybe just people just like the cover, but it's the movie poster variant. And this one, of course, is doing a play on the Matrix movie poster there. I like Jim Gordon's glasses with his glasses. That's badass. So meanwhile, in all that, Bruce Wayne was not being Batman, and Jim Gordon is suiting up in the armored suit to become sort of an armored Batman. I always felt like those were like bunny ears rather than bat horns, but whatever. That's 41. 44, we have a Green Lantern anniversary cover, which most of these covers had, Hal Jordan on them, but because Bruce, Batman, and Alan Scott operated out of Gotham City, they kind of did a throwback cover with them for that Green Lantern celebration. 45, Monsters of the Month cover. So just all the covers were just, scary monster versions. So that's scary right there. And 48, we've got a adult coloring book cover there for Detective Comics 48. So what was happening was I was getting a discount on all these books if I bought all of the variants at one time, and so it made more sense to get all of the variants, maybe even including a couple of books that I didn't ordinarily get, than to buy the A cover or to pick and choose. So that's why sometimes you'll see a lot at this point in time, this late New 52 period, you'll see that I've got a lot of these variants. We've got the Neil Adams cover doing an homage to himself, but with something that looks more like, the modern story. And it ends in 52. The series ends with this variant, which is the current cover artist doing an homage to the artist who the cover of issue number 1. got Detective Comics, the New 52, Annual 1 there, and Annual 3, presumably fighting the Calendar Man, I would imagine, right there in issue 3. That is the New 52. Then we get into Rebirth. In Rebirth, they brought back the legacy numbering, and it became a book where Batman became more of a team book. We've got, of course, Spoiler and Batwoman, and believe Cassandra Kane is still called the Orphan here, and Tim Drake is still called Red Robin. So we're gradually getting things back to, doing away with some of the New 52 stuff, but not quite 100% yet. So it's 934. 940. Apparently this team thing's not going very good. Nobody seems very happy about it. Right there. Uh, 941. Taking a break from the normal storyline and being a part of this Night of the Monster Men crossover that all the books did. All the Bat books did at the same time. 948. More focus on Batwoman over here in Detective Comics. 949. Continuing that Batwoman focus right there. 956. Batman getting in the middle of Cassandra Kane and her mother, Lady Shiva. Not a good place to be. It's a good way to get stabbed. There. Uh, 957. Bringing back the Wrath. Bringing back Spoiler. There in 957. 964. Clayface. Spotlight, I guess. There, Dystopia. $965. Tim Drake getting kidnapped by the mysterious Mr. Oz, whom we would later find out is Jor-El, weirdly enough, but he has kidnapped Tim Drake, and they tried to they were making this up as they went, really, but trying to convince Tim Drake to quit. So we have an homage to the Lonely Place of Dying story, where we see Dick Grayson holding his suit and considering quitting. So lots going on there. 965. 972. Batwoman kind of a little at odds with Batman, disagreeing on tactics. And that's culminating here in 972. 973. Going up against Clayface. Apparently that whole team up thing wasn't working out. He's not too happy. But I think that was who Batwoman shot in the previous issue. 980. And here we've got some Batman Eternal story. 981. I guess this is where that little team breaks up that had formed. Was that Ragman? Or was that Azrael? I think it might be Azrael. I think he might have been part of that as well. 981. Detective 981. 984. teaming up with Black Lightning to fight somebody called Karma. There, 984. $985. Got a scary cover, Vampire Batman. Probably not really, but it could be. Is that Joe Hill? Maybe doing that story. 985. Horror writer. 985. 992. Batman going up against Cobra. Not G.I. Joe's Cobra. There was in the 70s they invented this concept of a set of twins, and one of them had become the leader of this international terrorist organization, and the other one was trying to stop his twin brother that he didn't even know he had until it came up, and neither of them could. They were Siamese, or that sort of thing where if one gets hurt, the other one feels it, kind of thing. So, and of course you got Two-Face in there as well. $993. More Two-Face and Detective. $993. $996. Return of Henri Dumont. What's his name? Henri something. One of Bruce Wayne's teachers when he was a kid, running around learning how to be Batman. Batman teaming up with Mr. Miracle. Deal with some stuff there. The two great escape artists together. And Detective Comics 1000. Just the big celebration issue there. Jim Lee cover. Lots of stories. Lots of stuff going on in there. Got 1001. Arkham Knight Rises. I don't know much about the games, but I know that they create some sort of version of the Arkham Knight that was introduced in the games here in Detective 1001. Continues into 1004 there. Dr. Phosphorus. 1005. More Arkham Knight. And then we jump to 1012. Year of the Villain. Just the various villains getting organized. And that includes Mr. Freeze. There. 1013, continuing that Mr. Freeze storyline. And we jump to 1020, fighting Two-Face again. $1,021, continuing that fight with Two-Face. He's got a whole cult surrounding him now. 1026, we finished the Joker War, and now we got to deal with Killer Croc, who's in monstrous mode at the moment. 1026, Detective. And of course, Detective always has the opportunity to have two big celebration issues in close proximity, the round number and then 27 issues later. So, and it's funny, is the last time they, in like 526, they did it in 526, because they counted 27. This is actually an issue late because it's actually been 1001 issues if you count number 27, but whatever. Celebration right there. Oh, it's a big thick book. It's the only one in that. It felt so thick I thought it was more than one. 1028. Batman versus the Horseman of some sort. Is he headless? All right. 1032. Some more Hush fighting. Fighting with Hush very quietly. In 1032. 1033. Detective Comics. Got Hush and some other folks. The mayor. Got this guy running for mayor of Gotham on an anti-Batman platform, if I remember correctly. 1036. Something coming up. Having an issue with the Huntress there. 1037. Huntress teaming back up. This guy. This is like this huge guy who's from an old family in Gotham, and he and Batman get into it, and he's like 7'6" or something. He's just huge, and a very formidable physical foe. 1040. Bruce Wayne's behind bars again. Are they going to keep that guy behind bars where he belongs? Man, bet story. 1041. This person with the mask and the stuff and justice, and I don't remember what's going on there. 1044, tying into the Fear State. So we've had the Future State storyline that had required certain things to happen, and then that resulted in this future that we saw in Future State, and then in Fear State we almost have that happen, but then we don't. So now we're seeing the alternate sequence of events, since Future State isn't happening for Batman. Got Mora on art there. Dan Mora, very popular artist these days. 1045. Part of the Fear State. This is all Scarecrow related, obviously. There. 1048. These really cool painted covers that this artist did. I'd have to find their name again, but really interesting. Well done painted covers, very realistic. It's 1048. 1049. I mean, look at that. That's awesome. It's very realistic. So 1049. Shadows of the Bat. Something in here about they've opened a new Arkham Institute in the middle of Gotham, and something about it's just not right. The Huntress goes in undercover to try to figure out what it is. 1052. Right there. Part of that Shadows of the Bat storyline as well. And that is the last issue in this box. All right, so that was 53. Next time will be 54. We're going to finish up Detective Comics, and then we'll do some random things, and then we'll get into the doctors of various sorts, um, culminating in some Doctor Strange. So I hope you'll be here. Thanks so much for being here for this one, and I hope you have a great day.